Good morning. Today is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020. So this week, each day of the week during morning meeting, I'm sharing something that brings me awe and wonder to go in line with our Google Classroom theme. So today I'm inspired to talk about, well, one thing that actually led to two things total. So if you've been keeping up with our morning meetings, then you would know that in our front yard we have grass, and it does not really do much to absorb all the water when we get a lot of rain. So we're going to add another rain barrel to alleviate water that gets into our basement, and we're also going to add a rain garden in part of our front yard. Now, in order to prepare for a rain garden, we're going to be digging some holes. Hayden, can you come here, please? You can't just grab the tomatoes off the counter. I know you like tomatoes. Yeah, so you can't just start digging. I know I was really excited to get things started, but you can't just start digging. There's rules against that, and for good reason. Underneath our ground are all sorts of wires and pipes and things that are essential to make our lives, are part of our lives, and that have come to be essential for us. So what you have to do anytime you plan to dig deeper than just the surface, lightly along the surface, is to call the Diggers Hotline. And so I was reminded, as Diggers Hotline, the different utilities have come, and they've marked where we have... You saw the street sweeper and a green garbage can? Anyway, so we now have blue and yellow flags marking where underground we have wires. The blue flags and the blue spray paint mark where the water pipes are, and the yellow ones mark the natural gas line. And that reminder of where those things are is going to help us guide one, where we're going to plant the rain garden, and two, where we shouldn't or be very careful digging in the future. And so fortunately where they are is on another side of our yard. Okay. On another side of our yard than where we were planning to do things. But what this awe and wonder is, though, is that we have underneath our feet so many things going on that add convenience to our lives. Yeah, the leaves that we found the other day. So many things. Think about the luxury that running water is. Think of how different our lives would be if we didn't have that in our homes. And maybe if you've ever had like a water leak or any sort of situation where you have to turn off water in certain spaces, it really feels inconvenient. And to think underground how many pipes there are connecting, how many miles and miles of pipes there are to get the water from the purification plant, which Jones Island, research that's really fascinating. It's right along Lake Michigan. Anyways, think about how all the water gets from there to each and every one of our homes. It's really amazing. And then natural gas, the hundreds of thousands of miles of pipes that go underground to get to our house to help us have energy to run our homes. It's really amazing. And if you look above ground, there's the wires that we have, there's electricity, there's like internet and cable wires, everything that sometimes we can take for granted. So I am grateful for all of those systems that just lie under our feet and that we don't really see. And with that, though, the second thing is just imagine all the things going on underneath our feet. Not just the tubes and the pipes and the wires and everything, but the breaking down of soil, the work of worms and insects, and how...
Big worm.
Yes, we did see a big worm this morning.
I like 2 big worms.
You like to have 2 big worms, one in each hand, right? Anyways, the work of worms and insects, the wonder of anthills, and how we can see some of it on the surface, but really so much more is underground. I know you love your tomatoes. But it's just really amazing. And then if you think even deeper underground, you could think to the Earth's crust and the formation of rocks, and I could just keep going on and on. It really is amazing. So I hope that today you're able to find some awe and wonder. And if there's something that you're finding awe and wonder in, you should share it with someone else. And that's all for today. I'll see you guys later.